Hey, Dave Fanning here with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Bootcamps. What's really holding you back and how to beat your internal resistance and finally get the results you deserve. And this video was inspired by a conversation I had yesterday, which reminded me of me being in this position too. And it's a common thing that I asked the consult who had come in, I said, how did you find me? She said, well, I saw an ad on Facebook, and then I've been thinking about doing this for quite some time, about a year, and I knew I needed it, and then I went to your website, and she didn't fill out the application, but she said she looked at the phone number for 30 minutes before she could even call. And so this is a year that she's been looking for something, and then 30 minutes just to pick up the phone, because it's intimidating, and it's scary, and it can be overwhelming. And it's not unusual for someone to tell me, you know what, I sat in my car for an hour before I came in because I wasn't sure if I could do this. And I get it. And I've been there myself. I would say about 5 years ago, I wanted to do some public speaking. And I wanted to reach out to Weight Watchers because I knew that they had women that are eating right, or at least on the right plan, and they need some exercise to help accelerate their fat loss and helps back up their good eating plan. And when you exercise, all kinds of good things happen with your nutrition. It took me, from the first day that I wrote this down to do it, 3 years to finally pick up the phone and go through with it. And I actually had even called, and like when they answered, hey, this is Weight Watchers, how can we help? I actually hung up a few times because it happens to everybody. My internal resistance, my internal narrative of like, God, what they say, or they you know, what's going to happen? And when I finally asked, they're like, yeah, we've been looking for a speaker, come on in. It works. It works. Quite often it's our internal resistance that's keeping us from pulling the trigger and taking the action that will get us to that next step of where we want to be. And so you can speed that up. And like Dan Kennedy says, the failure to act, and we've all been there, is much more often the product of inner emotional resistance than external resistance. To move forward, you must give up your story, whether it's your excuses about your childhood, lack of education, your bad luck, your unsupportive family, or your low metabolism. And this is the fact that quite often the things that are holding us back, it's not our schedule, it's not our spouse, it's not our travel, it's inside us, unwilling or unable to take the action that will get you to the next step. And so I encourage you to recognize that resistance is real. Anytime you attempt to improve yourself or your situation, you're going to meet this. And you have to meet it and blindly take action. And it's in the action that will get you to the next step. And quite often it's our internal resistance, our own narrative inside, that keeps us from getting to where we want to be. So it's one simple step, and it can be cutting out soft drinks just in that single moment, or picking up that phone and making that phone call to get the coaching and support you need, or going online and signing up for a challenge that will work for you. It's that one action that will get you over that hump, and you have to push yourself beyond that resistance. And sometimes it's blind faith that you have to get to that next step. And that's how you beat that internal resistance, is through action and blind faith to pull that trigger and take that action. I hope you take it today, and so you'll have a better tomorrow. If you like this video, like it, share it, and comment below on what's worked for you. I'm Dave Fanning with the Body Form Personal Training Fitness Bootcamps. I'll talk to you guys later.